By the way, do you know who is the number one fan of you getting rid of your life insurance after you retire? Who wants you to get rid of your life insurance after you retire more than anybody else? Any guesses, Zach?
The life insurance company?
Yes, the insurance company, because they're like, this is awesome.
Yes.
You know, Joe over here has been giving us premiums for 30 years, and right before he's likely to die, he's going to stop that, and and now we don't have to give him any money? This is beautiful. Like, insurance companies really love that idea.
Sure. Welcome back to Retirement Today. I'm your co-host, Zach Holcomb, and alongside me we have Michael Reese. He's a certified financial planner and founder and president of Centennial Advisors, located right here in beautiful Austin, Texas. Today's show has been awesome, Mike. We've been talking about the retirement questions that you absolutely have to answer yes to. We've talked about income planning. We've talked about protecting your assets through your investment plan, and really important, protecting your assets from the IRS.
I hate taxes.
I know, not a fan of taxes at all. But we have one more really important question for you. And this is a big one, and it's one that a lot of people don't think about. So I'm going to go and ask you this question, Mike. Remember, these are simple yes or no questions. If you're listening, can you answer yes or no to this? Do you have a plan to protect your family should you incur large healthcare expenses unexpectedly? Do you have a plan for that?
Yeah, devastating healthcare expenses.
Devastating.
By the way, before I dive into healthcare, I think I should get a bumper sticker that says, I hate taxes.
You should.
I don't know where to find one, so as you're listening or if you're watching the podcast, and as you're watching the podcast, admiring how I'm looking thinner because I'm wearing black, not because I am thinner. But if you know where to get that bumper sticker, please let me know.
Yeah, give us a call, please.
Yes, give us a call. You know, send it. Just send it to Zach at sunadvisors.com. Send him an email. Say, hey, I can find one of these for Mike.
Yes.
All right. Do you have a plan to protect yourself from the devastating expenses of health care in retirement? Or we could say the potential devastating expenses. Healthcare in retirement can cost a boatload. And really, when you think about this, one of two things, well, I'm going to rephrase that. One of three things are going to happen. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. One of these three things will occur. So number one, you could live a healthy life in retirement, right? You could live a nice, long, healthy life. That's what we all want. Number two, you could get sick along the way, and that could cost a boatload.
Yep. Number
three, you might just die too soon. You see, here's the thing. When it comes to your retirement planning, if you want to have complete financial security, you're going to make smart choices about replacing your paycheck, right? You're going to have an income plan, a way that you can generate, this is how you're going to generate income for your lifetime, no problems. Doesn't matter what the market does. Here's how you get your income. Maybe you've done that. Maybe you've actually done something with your investments where you now know, hey, here's how you are going to protect your money from the markets going backwards on you. It's like, look, my 401k values are at the highest point ever. Here's how I'm going to protect that money so it doesn't go backwards.
Right.
You might maybe you've got a wonderful tax advisor where every year you sit down with that advisor, whether it's your financial planner or somebody else, and you're sitting down and you've got a strategy in place or a number of strategies to keep your tax liability to a minimum over the years. So you've done all that stuff. You've dotted your I's, you crossed your T's, and it all goes to pot.
Oh, no.
Because you ignored, maybe you get too sick along the way, or maybe you die too soon. In other words, you ignore what might happen, right? You've got to protect yourself. So let's talk about this a little bit because, number one, what if you die too soon? Here's the question. Do you have enough life insurance? People rarely have enough life insurance. And today, this is silly, by the way. Now, I know what happens, right? So I've been married to Becky coming up on 30 years.
Right.
And, it's if you're married to me, it's just glorious for her. I'm going to go with that.
Right.
It's probably the other way around, right? Anyway, it's probably, not so glorious for her, but wonderful for me.
Yes.
Nevertheless, for 30 years, we've woken up in the morning, roughly the same time. We look at each other, and you know what? Not one time, Zach, in 30 years did we look at each other, coming up on 30 years, did we look at each other and say, honey, wouldn't today be a great day to review our life insurance?
I don't think many people say that when they wake up.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I should say that, I
Right.
guess. No, usually what happens is I say things like, man, maybe I should get a motorcycle.
Right.
And Becky says, that's wonderful. And before you do that, maybe you should increase your life insurance.
Yes. Yes.
And so
Yes.
the point I'm saying is this. When we do review meetings, when we visit with people for their planning, it's very common that people don't have enough life insurance and term insurance these days. It's so darn cheap. There's really no excuse. I mean, if anything, just be overinsured. The death benefit's tax-free. Have too much. Better to have too much and not enough. But here's what happens a lot. People get close to retirement. They're saying, hey, I don't think I need life insurance anymore. I've got $1 million saved in my 401k. If I die, the husband says, my wife gets $1 million, or vice versa.
Right.
What do I need life insurance for anymore? I don't need it, right? Ha ha. Not so fast, because you're forgetting about something. Maybe your house is paid for. Great. Maybe their money's there. Hey, there's enough money. I don't have to worry about replacing my income. Great.
Right.
But don't forget this. If you die, your surviving spouse is now a single taxpayer. That $1 million in the IRA is suddenly worth less because of taxes. There's a boatload of taxes going to be paid on that money. Wouldn't it be cool if you had some tax-free death benefit money that your surviving spouse could use to pay off the IRS and get them out of their lives? Maybe convert that 401k to a Roth IRA or something like that. Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be great.
Be awesome. Do you have enough life insurance if you die too soon? There's a lot of reasons that it could come into play. And by the way, these days you can use life insurance to pay for long-term care too. So a lot of uses for that. So don't miss out. Should you have life insurance in retirement? Probably. By the way, do you know who is the number one fan of you getting rid of your life insurance after you retire? Who wants you to get rid of your life insurance after you retire more than anybody else? Any guesses, Zach?
The life insurance company?
Yes, the insurance company, because they're like, this is awesome.
Yes.
Joe over here has been giving us premiums for 30 years, and right before he's likely to die, he's going to stop that, and and now we don't have to give him any money. This is beautiful. Like, insurance companies really love that idea.
Sure.
Yeah, don't play their game.
Yeah.
Play your game. All right. Dying too soon, make sure you have enough life insurance. A lot of great reasons to have life insurance in retirement. But here's the other one. Everybody's like, okay, I'm on Medicare when I'm retired. I get Medicare. I get my Medicare like a supplemental insurance policy. People get the Cadillac plan. It doesn't cost that much. It's like $250, $300 a month in retirement.
Right.
For Cadillac plan life insurance. Covers everything. Not life insurance, health insurance. Covers everything. You're like, all right, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Again, what do we say? Not so fast.
Not so fast, my friend.
Because you can have the most Cadillac plan in retirement. You might be on TRICARE even. You might have the government. Hey, I work for the government. I have military. I was in the military. I've got, the TRICARE. I got the VA. I got this. I got that. You have all this wonderful insurance. Here's the deal. None of that insurance is going to take care of the expenses for you if you get Alzheimer's and you need long-term care.
Right.
Or you have a stroke. It's like, yeah, it pays for your time in the hospital, but what about recovery? It pays for okay, yes, Medicare might pay for the first couple of weeks. But you get past that and, man, you're pretty much on your own.
Yeah.
And I will bet that you know somebody who basically blew through a ton of their money, maybe all their money, because they needed long-term care of some type, whether it was at home or in some kind of facility. They didn't plan for it.
Yep.
Do you want that to be you? Do you have an answer for that? Do you have your plan if you die too soon, if you get sick along the way? Have you planned for that? Well, if you're answer is basically, well, no, I just assume I'd pay for it out of my retirement savings, then that's a no, right? You need to think, but you got to have a better plan of attack than that, right? For complete financial security, you need a better plan. So as we wrap up the show tonight, here's what I want you to do. We've got one action step. There's only one thing you need to do. It's simple. It's easy. Here's what you do. Go to the website, retiringwelluniversity.com. So it's retiringwelluniversity.com. Sign up for our free class, right? It's going to be on Zoom, so you can do it from the comfort of your own home. You don't even have to turn your camera on. Now, I hope you do so I can see you, right? But I'll be there live. It'll be a live Zoom event. Tuesday night, July 20th is part 1. Tuesday night, July 27th, part 2. You go to Retiring Well University, you sign up, name, email is all you need, and boom, you're in there. You join me, 6:30 to 8:30 each night. I'll probably go a little long because I always answer questions. But here's how it works. I share a topic. I teach you how to make great decisions in that area. Then I open up for Q&A, and then I answer about every question out there.
Yep.
Zach's there. He coordinates it all. He laughs at me. He makes fun of me. I make fun of myself. We have a great time. It's a lot of fun, but it's very educational, and it's free. That's the best part. It costs you nothing. No excuse not to take the time, invest in yourself, so you can enjoy that complete financial security in retirement. So as we wrap up, Zach, take us away. Give us that website. What do our listeners need to do right now?
Retiringwelluniversity.com. Again, retiringwelluniversity.com. July 20th and 27th, 6:30 p.m. Sign up. Be there. Answer yes to these questions that we talked about today. All right. That's our show. We hope to see you there, and we'll see you on the airs next week.
Take care, everyone.
Hi, and thanks for checking out Retirement Today. If you like the content we share on our channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay notified about all of our latest content and videos. Be sure to share all of our information with your friends and family as well. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.